to start off by saying what a great honor and privilege it is to be standing here tonight, addressing the fabulous class of 2010, their parents, and the teachers and faculty of Robert G. Cole High School. It's hard to fathom that our high school careers are over, but today marks the beginning of a whole new experience for all of us as we move out to new opportunities, such as college, the military, or the careers. Whenever I'm at a loss for words, all I need to do is go down into my kitchen, open up the cookie jar, and pull out a fortune cookie. These tasty treats often provide me messages that are both delicious and meaningful. On this auspicious occasion, I brought a couple of special fortune cookies, so why don't I open one now and share some wisdom with all of you. Confucius say, man who lives in glass house should change clothes in basement. Not exactly what I had in mind. Let me open another. Good advice though, good advice. Confucius say, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in getting up every time we do. Now, what Confucius says is that all of us will make mistakes. This is an inevitable fact of life. Yet we must use these mistakes of the past as a guide for our future. I have a grandfather whose house is located in a place called Silver Lakes, which is a man-made lake in the middle of the Mojave Desert. One might say he is living in the past on account he has no internet, and to a techie guy like me, that's just torture. Also one day, while at his house, I noticed my grandfather had boxes and boxes of old newspapers and magazines that he'd stored up in his garage. These newspapers acted as windows into my grandfather's past, with which he plans on using to write his autobiography. Being able to remember all the special moments in your life is a wonderful privilege we should all cherish, whether you do so by browsing old newspapers, videos, pictures, or even reminiscing on Facebook or MySpace. My grandfather will be able to write the story of his life with those reminders of all the good times and bad and how they shaped him as a person. The past can also be a haunting companion. It recalls dark or embarrassing memories we would rather forget. But the past is one of the greatest teachers because it reminds us of our mistakes and allows us to learn and grow stronger. As Rita Mae Brown said, good judgment comes from experience, and often experience comes from bad judgment. This past year, we have had the privilege of being engrossed in a completely new learning environment, our brand new school. We have all met new friends, had our first talent show, received our very own personal laptops, and enjoyed an extremely competitive dodgeball tournament. We've also endured long UIL competitions, countless essays from Mrs. Baker, and some interesting cafeteria food. This year we've also experienced the rebirth of the Pokemon craze, had superhero elections, dissected frogs, starfish, and pigeons, and crushed the Rohawks and Andre Hamilton. And through all the projects, tests, and essays, our friends, our mentors, and our families were there to support us and make this a great final year. I don't have a fortune to tell you exactly what lies ahead of all of us, but in case any of you were wondering, the lucky lotto numbers tonight are 22, 12, 8, 43, and 6. I wish you all God's blessing, good luck in life, and as an unknown author once said, may the dreams of your past become the reality of your future. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you to the faculty and teachers, and thank you to my friends. Remember to cherish your memories in your hearts and minds, for they will comfort you and remind you of some of the best moments of your life.